What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I got to talk about this, the story that is going viral. This actually happened yesterday, but I've just found out about it today. Apparently, NBA player Jalen Green, who just got traded recently from the Houston Rockets to the Phoenix Suns, in a trade that I feel like showed that the Houston Rockets gave up on him. Apparently he got into an altercation with Draya, and there's video evidence of them being pulled apart, and Draya is actually moving towards him, trying to hit him. And this is why we have been telling you, Jalen, since you got with her, that you don't need to deal with her. This chick can get crazy. You just haven't seen it yet. All right. And I'm telling you right now, from what I have seen with other NBA players who get into altercations with their girlfriends, who probably didn't even do anything to it, didn't raise a finger to them, they always end up getting blamed for it. And they end up suffering the consequences of that. But see, because you're young and you think that you're different from all these other men that she has dealt with, you think that, oh, she wouldn't do that to me. This pretty much is a warning, okay? That you might need to separate yourself from her. Now, maybe you're afraid of child support. You should have been afraid of child support before you impregnated her. But this is why people have been saying what they have saying. This is why I've said what I've said in the numerous videos that I've made about her and her behavior, that you better watch out. Okay, there's a different side of her that she's going to show you. Now, let's get into this story here, according to Clutch Sports, or Clutch Points. Footage of Draya Michele and Jalen Green making rounds on social media after the couple got into a heated argument. The model and NBA star attended the Alice, New York Fashion Week party. When outside the Manor Hotel, the Phoenix Suns star is seen provoking Draya. According to a video obtained by the Daily Mail, two of their friends tried to stop their disagreement when Draya approached Green, but it was to no use as the couple continued to argue outside of a 71 gin party at around 2 a.m. on Friday, September 12th. New York Fashion Week, there's always drama. Y'all notice that there's always some drama going on. He should be in the gym working on his jump shot and his defense instead of being 2 a.m. at a party. But that's just me, especially when the season is going to be starting relatively soon. It's already September, right? One friend was heard urging them to put an end to their fighting. Stop. Everybody's going to get into trouble. Before adding, everybody forgive each other. At this time, it's unclear what the couple was arguing about. You see there? According to the Daily Mail. Now, again, Jalen Green, you are an NBA player, sir. You should know that it's Fashion Week. A lot of people going to be out there, and they're going to have their cameras in their hands. You should not be in any way, shape, or form getting yourself into anything. You should not be. You're arguing with a 40-year-old woman that you're in a relationship with. I know Draya thinks she's 20, but no, she's 40, right? That's not a good look, man. It really isn't. Draya and Green began dating in 2023 and were under much scrutiny given their 17-year age gap. However, she does not let others disrupt her peace over her personal life. You tried to get to that point where you don't give a F. But I mean, you're still human and you still have feelings, she told the New York Post back in July. Sometimes you can read things that are hurtful and you want to just let it roll off, but it doesn't always work like that, she continued. It also depends on the type of day you're already having when you read the message. I take it because it comes with the limelight, like I said, but I'm human, I have feelings, she added. The couple welcomed their daughter in 2024. This is the actress' third child, as Draya has two other children from previous relationships. She has a 23-year-old son, Nico Howard, and shares son Drew Scandrick, who's 9, with ex-fiance Orlando Scandrick. In a 2-year span, they've been a couple that have already hit another pivotal moment. In addition to welcoming a child together, going through an NBA trade, Green was traded from the Houston Rockets, as I said earlier, to the Phoenix Suns, which sent Kevin Durant from the Suns to the Rockets. The Suns also received Dillon Brooks, the rights to the 10th pick in the 2025 NBA draft, which they used to draft this player, and 5 second-round picks from the Rockets. This is my first time experiencing a trade, the model told the New York Post back in July. I just think, as her being his girlfriend, the main responsibility is to support him wherever they were going. Of course, because she's living with him, because y'all know that she tried to get that house from her ex and she was not able to do so. Some people are going to sweep this under the rug, but the fact that she was trying to get at him in order to get into a physical altercation with him, a guy who's basically the same age as her son, that is a bad look. It really is. And we've been saying this. Imagine what's else been going on behind the scenes. Instead of being that New York Fashion, maybe that's why they were arguing. Maybe he didn't want to be there. The season's close to approaching. He wants to work on his game and probably train. And she wants to go to New York Fashion Week. This is only going to continue. It's only going to continue. And I have said that there was a strong possibility of this not working. And it's not, any type of, it's just being honest. These types of things should not be happening. We have seen NBA players lose everything and have to rebuild after getting into altercations with their girlfriends. I've made videos on it. I made videos on how these guys end up losing everything from getting into altercations with their girlfriends. As one of the friends said, they both could get in trouble because, she wants to get the last word in. She's so fixated on getting the last word, she doesn't care that this dude has a whole career. She's trying to get over there to argue with him. You're supposed to be a 40-year-old adult. You should not be arguing with him. You should be, because she sees herself as a leader in the relationship. She should act like one. But see, this is why women do not make good leaders, because they get emotional. They get harassed. They don't know how to walk away from a situation. They just got to argue and get the last word in. See, this is why the Rockets traded Jalen. They traded him because they felt like he was unreliable. Okay, this guy was drafted to be the future of the Rockets, but the guy just is not making the right decisions, and they decided we'd rather have, an older Kevin Durant over Jalen Green and other and Dillon Brooks and others, right? And other pieces, that's how it looks. And now he's on a new team, and he should be focused on that instead of going to New York Fashion Week. And why are they calling Draya an actress? She's been on nothing but reality TVs. She used to be a reality TV shows. She used to be a video vixen, but actress? Maybe she's an actress in this relationship. Maybe she's an actress in this relationship. Maybe she's acting, in this relationship. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Let me throw that video, share. Follow me on Facebook, X, Instagram. Check out all of the videos on this channel, and I'll see y'all next one.